What if I told you that southern Portugal was once part of a powerful African empire? That cities like Lisbon and Sils were ruled by Muslims, filled with libraries, gardens, and golden domes? This is the forgotten story of the Moors. Before the Moors arrived in 711 AD, Portugal, like much of Europe, was drowning in filth. As noted by historians like Cheek Antidiope and Basil Davidson, early medieval Europe had no sewage systems, no scientific learning, no medical understanding. Families lived with animals indoors. Streets reeked of waste. This was the world before the Moors arrived. Meanwhile, led by General Tariq ibn Ziyad, a Berber African commander, the Moors crossed from North Africa in 711. Their army, composed of Berbers and black Africans, swept across the Iberian Peninsula. What they named Algarve al-Andalus, the west of Al-Andalus, is now southern Portugal. The very word Moor comes from the Greek mavros, meaning dark or black, and the Latin Moorus, used to describe the dark-skinned people of Mauritania, present-day Morocco and Algeria. Most of the Moors were black Muslims. They were not a single tribe or nation, but a blend of Berbers, Arabs, and sub-Saharan Africans, united by knowledge, trade, and empire. And they ruled parts of Europe for over 500 years. They introduced advanced irrigation systems, surgical instruments, algebra, and even words that remain in the Portuguese and Spanish languages today, like açúcar, azeite, almofada, alface, and armazém. These are just a few examples, but there are hundreds of Portuguese words of Arabic origin, due to the Moors' 500-plus-year presence in the Iberian Peninsula. The Moors ruled vast parts of the Iberian Peninsula, bringing with them not just architecture and science, but a rich tapestry of culture that forever transformed Portugal. They introduced new ingredients: saffron, almonds, figs, pomegranates. Even rice and sugarcane found their way into Portuguese kitchens because of them. Without the Moors, there would be no rice pudding, sweet vermicelli pudding, meatballs, or duck rice. And music? The melancholic soul of Portugal, fado, carries the echoes of Moorish melodies. The oud, ancestor of the Portuguese guitar, played tunes of sorrow and longing long before fado was born. The Moors left a legacy that simmers in every pot and echoes in every song. Hidden in plain sight, forgotten by some, but alive in Portugal's soul. But power can be a double-edged sword. Over the centuries, the once unified Moorish rule began to fragment. The Great Caliphate collapsed into smaller kingdoms, taifas, each more concerned with local power than collective survival. Rival Muslim rulers made alliances with Christian kings, paid tribute, fought each other, and with every act of division, the strength of Al-Andalus faded. Their values, once rooted in discipline, faith, and knowledge, gave way to courtly luxuries and internal struggle. Meanwhile, the Christian kingdoms, like Portugal, found their purpose in unity. Their kings called it a holy war, the Reconquista. Backed by the church, and driven by religious zeal, they advanced with strategy and force. The Moors, once teachers of Europe, now stood divided, their golden age behind them. And so, not through sheer strength, but through lost purpose, lost unity, and forgotten roots, the Moors were slowly pushed back, until their legacy was buried beneath castles, cathedrals, and rewritten history. Even today, many Portuguese towns still carry Arabic names, Moorish designs, and echoes of that forgotten era, a time when black and brown minds shaped Europe's golden age. This is not a hidden history. It's simply a history that's been silenced.